V round 2 this time because I tried to do a live stream yesterday, and for some reason YouTube didn't save it. But yeah, back on the scene, like always. .40 ounce edition, mixing the highbrow with the lowbrow. Crazily enough, they brought back the glass. They brought back that good old glass with the 40 ounce. Yeah, back 40 ounce action. New and improved iPhone action, which this is going to be used as the primary film phone because I still like Samsungs. You know what I mean? I think Samsungs are a great overall package, just with the freedom, that allows you. I don't know, with iOS, iOS is cool, but I get it because the safety measures it provides, but just access to apps, the freedom, Apple, nickel and dimes you for everything. But anywho, what I'm getting at is the main phone, the all-around phone, is still gonna be the S23, but for filming, live streams, and even ProRes log, because with ProRes log you can make this look like a DSLR camera. For a fraction of the price. So this is the game changer. Also, this is going to be in China and other places like Vietnam, where eSIMs aren't the norm. I needed one with a SIM card, so I bought, a China, the Hong Kong edition, a Hong Kong variant of the iPhone 15. So that's going to be just a good bridge to use. But yeah, finalizing on getting everything together to go back to Asia for the long haul this time. Took various measures, handle visa situations, got everything geared for teacher work with certificates and everything like that. Paid a lot of money to get all that handled, but making that steady momentum. And yeah, with that, 11 people. Yeah, mixing the highbrow with the lowbrow. In a few, I don't want to get to, but in a few weeks, I'm gonna hit the road again. This time, like I said, going to Asia for the long haul. And with that, I'm gonna be in Las Vegas for a bit. Might hit up the streets. Definitely gonna film. I know street action, hooker stuff, street action. It's gonna be, more on the pricier side. You know what I mean? But then again, casino action is pricey too because it's Las Vegas. But anywho, I'll be there at a weird time of day too because I'm gonna be there like at 12. In the morning. Probably live stream for at least about 3 or so hours. Get a good gauge. Also, Los Angeles. I'll be in Los Angeles for a little bit too. Have some content going. Then from then, go to South Korea for a bit. Really make some content there. And then Funkadelics 009. What up? Shouts out to you. But yeah. Gonna go to South Korea, really film, probably some vlog action and live stream. Of course, hit up the red light scene. But then again, it's Asia, so it's pretty much prevalent. But yeah, there's a specific spot that I want to hit up in South Korea. Film some content there. Hey, how'd you come across this channel, Funkadelics 009 or 99. Hey, what up? Yeah, I'm excited about China. The thing about China is that I had to get everything geared from the visas to from because I mean with China it's the Great Firewall, right? So it's heavily censored, heavily monitored. On the street scene, just on the street level, China looks wild. You know what I mean? From everything, especially the hooker stuff. Especially, I mean, it's pretty much on every corner. Especially in Chongqing. I want to go to Chongqing, Guangzhou first, and then hit up Chongqing. Um, yeah, then from there, go to Vietnam for a bit. But like I said, Asia is where I'm planting my feet this time. I made some mistakes the first go around, the second go around. Came back to Mexico, had a few more mistakes. I'm here in home base at least for a bit, you know what I mean? Because I had to pay off some debts, had to get visa situations going, had to save up some good capital. But with all these lessons learned, you know what I mean, just got to hit the streets again. I mean, not just hit the streets, just find good footing, you know what I mean, next China. It's going to be intense. It's going to be an intense journey. I appreciate it, but yeah, just putting out information. But yeah, I want to live stream in China, but I have a few VPNs. But live stream in China that's gonna be dicey. So I'll just have to do vlog action. I'm gonna stay in China for about 3 weeks, then hit up Vietnam. I really want to hit up the. It's gonna be intense because, like I said, Chongqing is the most populated city on the planet with the most available women on planet Earth. So I mean that's gonna be the adventure and then some. From what I looked into, for what I was told by people that are in Chongqing, on the street level, on the street scene, there has been more crackdowns of certain activities. So here's the thing, if I'm caught by the police, which it shouldn't happen because I'm a tourist, but I don't know, they might mistake me for an African, and I'm like, I don't know, we'll see when we get there. But worst comes to shove, I'll just have to sit, you know what I mean, in jail for like a few days at worst, or just pay a fine, a bribe. But I mean, it is China, it is corruption. But street scene looks exciting, inviting. Like I said, a big major city I really want to hit up. I really want to just live stream in Seoul, Korea. Want to do that in Las Vegas to start it off. Do some vlog action in China before I go to Vietnam to really plant my feet. So yeah, getting the momentum going, get everything cooking. Let's look at these comments. It says at least you're okay. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I mean, I came, throughout my travels, Mexico, Thailand, Laos, all these places. I had, ups and downs, ran into, especially doing this alone, ran into a lot of police situations, military situations, dodgy kind of, hustler types. You know what I mean? It comes with the territory with doing certain things. But now I want to get my act board together and go about things. I guess from a more, I don't know, I guess square, or I guess you could say just more, with the teaching gig and everything. But I don't want to put everything out there like that, you know what I mean? But just giving some quick updates. But yeah, I'm excited about Chongqing and Guangzhou just because I made numerous attempts to go to China, you know what I mean? I made 2 attempts, which failed through to mismanagement of funds, being irresponsible. But now I got everything handled on this side, so the transition should be smooth. Hotel accommodations, all that sort of stuff, visa situations. The various Chinatowns I've been through, I pretty much have a good idea what it's gonna be like. But so I know there's gonna be a A lot of adventures, a lot of crazy encounters, just a lot of situations, like all these places. But yeah, I tell you, man, long way coming. I mean, because people say this and that about China this, China that, because I know they're supposedly our sworn enemies, but we're always in bed with them, and we're the number one customers. So we have a good relationship in that regard. Guangzhou, China is the largest export on the planet. That's where anything that's made in China, it was exported out of Guangzhou. So huge factories, huge warehouses, a very industrial city. Um, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, just to see that, capture that film. That Guangzhou also has a sizable African population too, and also an Arab population as well. So it'd be cool to hit up different ethnic places, different spots like that. But I'll be mainly though concentrate, on the local residential side when I go to these places. So gonna do that. Of course, nightlife, of course, hooker stuff. Adventures. We'll see when we get there. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe to these POV. Hit the bell as well. You know what I mean? We're on 3. Come on, we're on damn near 3. Let's get into at least 3. Well, subscriber base, but yeah, excited. Like I said, new and improved iPhone. Laptop fixed so I can really crank out these vids, because like an idiot I dropped it and messed up the fan, so I had to get that fixed. That was like a $500 bill, but got it fixed nonetheless. Got this phone fixed, got this fixed. I mean, although China does have this corruption, I don't think it's like Mexico corrupt, man. The police will really just jack your shit like that, so it should be fine in that regard. Good cushion, way to make some money so I can stay out there, because I'm really not trying to come back here, especially broke again. You know what I mean? Strike 1's all right, strike 2's good, but if I come back for a strike 3, I think I'll be out for the count. And I'm not trying to be out for the count. I want to go out for the gusto. So yeah, keeping that momentum going. I mean, why not? You only live once, and then that's your life. That's it. So going for the gusto, mixing a highbrow with the lowbrow, 40-ounce edition, taking it back to the 90s. Look at that. You hear that glass? Remember when 40 ounces used to be plastic? Like in the 20 teens? What was up with that? But yeah, mixing that highbrow with the lowbrow, 40-ounce edition. Ice Cube edition, bumping and banging. Ice Cube edition. Yeah, but anyway, just a quick update. Got things cooking, got schemes cooking, have some dreams cooking, still going at the steady momentum. Now, the damn thing is gonna stop me, per usual. Gonna keep going, gonna keep at it. Yeah. And I'm going to capture it, going to film it, going to bring it to, you guys, you know what I mean? Not only that, but like, get details, get pointers, like, like I usually do, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a journey, you know what I mean? Third go around the globe. But I got to make some stick this time, you know what I mean? Be on that self-sustaining tip, you know what I mean? Living with folks is cool, but I mean, the shit gets so quick, you know what I mean? So making moves to sustain myself, to stay out there for the long haul, you know what I mean? Still a young guy, 31 years old, so, you know what I mean? Not middle-aged, but not that fresh young either, you know what I mean? So, I'm not gonna say I'm getting up there, I'm still young, you know what I mean? Despite the kind of old hairline, but yeah. Still young, still have a lot of life to live, a lot of life ahead of me. But gotta be smart enough, you know what I mean? yeah, this is all just a learning experience. You know what I mean? Just all a learning experience. I feel like China's like the U.S. if it was more honest because people say like, "Oh, China's corrupt. China's a surveillance state." You know what I mean? There's no privacy hardly. I'm like, I mean, this shit is. I mean, the U.S. is kind of the same way. I mean, it's becoming the same way, especially. So, oh well. I think people hate people that are most like them. I think that's with us. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, I can't say that. I mean, China does have obviously a more authoritarian rule over its people. Like I said, I can't talk this. I don't know when I get there, but you know, of course, I can't really give descriptors of China while in China for obvious reasons. You know, what I mean, once I get out, you know, what I mean, I can give more thorough reviews. But no, I mean, people say like, "Oh, China's this, China's that," but I mean, the U.S. I mean, we're underhand. You know, we're sophisticated. You know, because we're a first world country, so we're more sophisticated, more underhanded about our corruption. But we're just as corrupt, if not more corrupt, and this is just as much as a surveillance state, if not more a surveillance state than China. So, I mean, what I'm getting at is that as a lone solo guy going for his, I mean, like I said before, planet Earth is pretty much a matrix. But throughout that, I'm still getting that momentum, still going for it. And yeah, because you only live once, and it's all about. I mean, it's not because I used to say in live streams, it's about the money, it's about the chicks, it's about this, about that. It's about living your fucking life, making memories, and it's about people too. You know what I mean? If you knew, hold on, would you sacrifice your life if you knew a kid would go on to become Batman? Would you sacrifice your life if you knew a kid would go on to be Batman? I mean, I wouldn't sacrifice my life. I mean, because you live once, that's it. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's an afterlife, but I feel like after this life, that's it. So, like, if I my existence for a kid that's not mine, if it was my own kid, you know, of course, you know, if it was my own kid, of course I'd give, you know, my life for my child, you know what I mean? You know, but just for some random kid that's not even mine, it's like, why? It's like, fuck, you know what I mean? Why trade my one life for, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. But, yeah, I mean, it's just a question. If you would become Batman, it really doesn't matter because it's not my child. You know, if it was my child, I could see, you know, of course, but sacrifice your life for some kid that's not even yours, it's like, what type of question is that? Anywho, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna finish this 40 though. I'm gonna talk and yap until this 40 is finished. And I'm gonna can the live stream. But if anyone has any more questions, you can ask. You can ask. You can ask. Shit. Let me continue rambling on. But yeah, yeah, about China. Yeah, when I was in Laos, because Laos is interesting. Laos is pretty much ran by the Chinese. You know, what I mean, the Chinese have a grip on Laos, and it's like being in China without being in China. And yeah, so I have a good taste of. Here's the thing about communism. I don't want to get too political, but you know, Laos, just like China is a communist state. Communism is like it's pretty much like the projects. You know how the projects, you know, because it's ran by the government, right? Communism is like the projects, but it's a whole country. You know what I mean? That's what communism is. You know what I mean? Like it's bullshit. So yeah, I don't know. It's not a. But then again, China is let me think. China does have capitalistic tendencies, which I like, which is also why I like Vietnam, because although it's communist on paper, it does have capitalistic tendencies, which I like. Um, but yeah, yeah, Lao kind of reminds me of here. Lao reminded me of being in like a hick, rural, sort of red place, but it's Asians and it's communists, so that was no deal. I mean, they had available women, which more so than I could say for living here. You know what I mean? They had available women you could bang quite easily too. But I mean, outside that, and outside the cheapness of the place, I mean, Lao wasn't really that fun. I mean, like I said, the most fun that I had in Lao was actually in the Chinese places. Um, yeah, China. Yeah, it's gonna be because it's a communist atheist state. You know what I mean? So, and it's pretty shameless too. I mean, I watch videos and talk to some guy. I'm gonna see some crazy shit when I get into China. I know that for damn sure. The longer I'm there too, I'm probably gonna be tailed because, if I'm not mistaken, foreigners who enter China, they do have a minor. I mean, someone monitoring them. You know what I mean? They're assigned someone that's gonna monitor me. Of course, I'm not gonna know, but it's. I don't know. It's gonna. It's. I mean, I gotta brace myself for certain things. But then again, the United States, we live in a fucking surveillance, fucking smartphone, beep boot robot fucking place that you pretty much monitor everywhere you go, anyways. You know what I mean? I mean, we're literally the most filmed populace on the planet outside of China. I mean, China's the most filmed and surveilled state. I mean, surveilled country on the planet. But U.S. we're a close second. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's going to be an experience. I mean, I don't want to get too political because I'm mainly going to hit the street scene anyways. But as an American, because I'm an American, as an American, um, especially the way things are, kind of tense. I don't know. I probably won't be as under the radar as I would in other places for obvious reasons. Because I remember when I came back from Asia to go to Mexico, when everything was tense there, I caught a lot of flack. You know what I mean? From the police to the military. When I was in Mexico City, there was a lot of protest. I was attacked. So yeah, man, the world right now, planet Earth right now is on. It's on some other shit. You know what I mean? It's very. I mean, we always kind of lived in like political. There's always strife, because humans, we like conflict. We like bullshit. We like conflict. We like violence. Human beings. So I mean that's par for the course. But now the way things are in my eyes, the way I see it, especially circling around this globe twice, and come back here. There's a lot of political strife, a lot of bullshit, a lot of division that I'm not a fan of. And I'm hoping when I get to China, it won't be as sparse, which it shouldn't be because ultimately I am a visitor. You know what I mean? I came, traveled, 10,000 fucking miles to get there. So I think they should respect me on that part, but we'll see when I get there. But yeah, working this bullshit faggoty job for the next few weeks, saving that capital, saving that dough, saving that moolah. Money. At least some resources to have me settle in so I can, film, get into situations again, get into adventures again, get into some buns again, have some fun again, be free pretty much, be a free man, unrestrained. Film it, have fun, make some money, go for it. That's pretty much the goal. That is the plan. That is the mode. That is the mindset. That is the operation. That is the objective. Not to be too wordy though. I know I come across kind of weird and nerdy, Like I said, mixing the highbrow with the lowbrow. That is D. It is POV. Always highbrow. Gotta keep a lowbrow too. You know what I mean? You know, not too bougie. You know what I mean? Highbrow, but that good old lowbrow too. You know what I mean? Good old English glass edition. I'm glad they brought back the glass, man. This is a throwback, nice throwback. Feel like I should be wearing. I feel like I should be wearing some flannel. I'm crip walking. No, I'm playing, but no, seriously. No, this against right too. I mean, this versus the Kate. I like my liquor. I like my liquor. I like my drugs. This versus the Kate, it's not as smooth, but it gets the job done. It gets the job done just as much. But yeah. Oh yeah. When I get Korea, definitely got to drink. Definitely got to drink. I'm gonna get fucked up. I don't want to get too fucked up, but I do want to get saucy. I want to get right in Korea. The drinking culture in Korea is crazy. I've drunk with Koreans. They'll drink you. I mean, Koreans and Russians, you can't outdrink them. I'm gonna put that to you. I'm gonna put that out there in the air. If you think you can drink for real, try drinking with a Korean. Try drinking with a Russian. You're not. They're gonna have you under the table slump looking crazy. But I got to at least get fucked up with some Koreans for real. In South Korea, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Of course, film around. Of course, go to the red light districts. Of course, really get it cracking. Okay, Emin from Turkey, I believe, posting the Turkish flags. What up, Emin? If that's how you pronounce your name, Emin from Turkey. Is that how you pronounce your name, Emin? I guess so. Yeah, post Turkish flags. Yeah, anywho, yeah, when I get to Turkey, I gotta get fucked up for sure. I don't know, cause I want to make this. I want to do like how I did last time, but I gotta commit to it. I gotta post. I don't know. I guess this dude's trolling. He just keep Emin or whatever keeps posting Turkish flags. I kind of want to block him, but then I don't give a fuck. But anyways, going to, like I said, Las Vegas, want a live stream, possible hooker action, possible vlogs. We'll see about that. We'll see, cause I got some money, but we'll see. The budget's tight, not tight, but the budget. I have a decent budget. We'll see. Definitely got to at least live stream. Las Vegas. I'll be there for a decent amount of time. May or may not dabble in ganja action. I gotta get high at least one good time before I head to Asia, because weed in Asia is like they'll really throw the book at me. I gotta ban this guy. Who the fuck is Ivan? I gotta remove this. Who the fuck is? The fuck? Why the fuck I keep attracting retards? Oh shit. Let me fucking get this guy out the fucking way. Yeah, the fuck. Anywho, yeah. What the fuck? Oh shit. Who is this cocksucker? Let's get this. Let's get this cocksucker out of here. Yeah, let's get this. Let's get this cocksucker out of here. Oh shit. I don't know what the fuck he's posting these Turkish shits for. Okay. Anywho, shit. What I was getting at, oh yeah, fuck, man, that dude distracted me. Maybe I shouldn't have gave a fuck. I should have just kept going. Yeah, I was done. Who gives a fuck? He's just posting shit. Who gives a fuck? Anywho, yeah. whether it's Las Vegas or Los Angeles, whatever loss it is, I gotta get high one good time, one last time, because they don't play about weed. Like they'll sit you down for some years over some weed. So I want to get high one good time, one last good time. Now I gotta get high and fucking hookah one last good time in the states. You know what I mean? Really lead the states on a good note. You know what I mean? And then go to Seoul, Korea, then go to China, and then do my thing from there. But this, I'm just throwing things out there. Throwing things out there. We'll see though. We'll see though. No, we'll see. I'll make it happen. But how things turn out, we don't know, because Mexico City, if you guys that are long subscribed, I had good plans that got fucked over and I had to go back here. So I mean, plans don't always go according to plan, but still gotta have that gusto, still gotta have that momentum, still gotta keep things at a forward motion. Can't go back in the past because the past doesn't exist. People who are stuck in the past, you know what I mean, they don't progress. So it's all about the future. It's all about it's about the present, looking towards the future. Because if you look towards the past, you're just wasting fucking time. So, shit. Yeah, man, I'm attracting fucking retards. This fucking dude posted some Allah, Muslim, whatever bullshit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Oh shit. What the fuck? The fuck, this is the degenerate highbrow / lowbrow hooker channel / travel channel. The fuck are you posting about fucking Islam and Allah and all this other extracurricular shit? Like I give a fuck. Oh shit. Anywho, regardless, who cares? Yeah, whatever. Anywho, yeah, excited. You know what I mean? A little bit twisted, but maybe that should be my thing though. Maybe that should be my thing, is to get more twisted, make better content. Might even ditch this channel and go to another channel. Because if I keep attracting retards like this, like what's the point of even having this channel? I don't know. I guess maybe something's weird and retarded about me because I keep attracting fucking weirdos. I noticed that, like, I don't know, I guess the way I come across, I'm like a weirdo, fucking psycho retard magnet. I don't know. I don't know why I attract the people that I do. Anywho, all that bullshit out the way. Still gonna hit live stream. Still gonna go for it 100% to China. Wanted to do this since 2021. Had aspirations of doing this since 2021. So 4 going on 5 years. 4 going on 5 years. I want to do this. So I got to do it. Got to go for it 100%. Had a lot of BS, but I guess that's when you go for your goals, you're gonna come across a lot of BS. You know what I mean? From every direction, from naysayers, strangers, neighbors, even family members. You know what I mean? But you gotta say, F that to everybody. All the naysayers can, suck a fat one. I'm still going for it 100%. Still going to make content. D is still going to come through with his POV no matter what. Never give up. I don't care. I was down on my luck. Down on my ass. Damn near homeless. On the streets, but I still made a way. You can make a way too. It's all about going for it. It's all about committing your mind, body, and soul, towards a certain goal, towards a certain aspiration. And once you do that, once you're fully committed, you know what I mean? It's just taking those further steps towards that goal. People talk shit. People hate. People love you. People do. People are fickle, you know what I mean? People come and go. It's not about all that. It's about whatever you have in your mind, turning that into a reality. You know what I mean? That's the cool thing about being a human being is that, unlike other mammals, unlike, like a dog or, a fucking frog, or a rabbit, they don't have the cognitive abilities that we do. You know what I mean? We are the only species that have the cognitive ability to do this. Whatever in our mind, we can make reality. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff, like this phone, this fucking glass bottle. This all started with an idea inside of a person's mind, and he made that a reality. So China's in my mind, going there's in my mind, and I'm going to make it a reality. But it's not just about the mind. It's the mind and making the steps to making that a reality. And you got to commit to it every fucking day until it happens. And that's what I'm doing. I had that mindset in Mexico, which led me here, which going to lead me to the other destinations till I get to that final destination. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Like I said, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them. You know what I mean? Everybody's an asshole in different ways, including myself. But you got to reject all that. You got to say fuck all that. You got to keep going for it no matter what. I'm a guy. I keep going for it no matter what. I'm going to go for it until my dying day. Whatever I want, I got to go for it. If you don't like it, hey, that's on you. I'm still going to go for it. So I'm going for China. I'm going for Asia. I'm going for available, attractive women. I'm going for adventure, and I'm going to keep going for it until I don't feel like going for it anymore. And that's just the reality. You know what I mean? That's what's happening. That's what's happened. That's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Because that's my POV as D. That's my POV. Yeah. An exciting journey indeed. A very exciting journey. Had a lot of twists and turns, but that's life. Life has a lot of twists and a lot of turns, but you gotta be adaptable and twist with it. You know what I mean? Not only that, but sometimes you gotta play the offense. You can't always play the defense. You know what I mean? It's good to block punches, but sometimes you gotta throw them too. You know what I mean? So it's about that. So it's about a lot of things. But then again, I'm just another human being on planet Earth. You know what I mean? Outside of my friends, outside of my family, I'm no one special. But in my mind, like I said, I have goals, have aspirations, have dreams to accomplish, have things to do. And every waking minute of every day, I'm going to work to make it happen until it happens. And it doesn't matter who likes it, who doesn't like it. To me, it's like you're the two things. You're either an ally or you're in the fucking way. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is at the end of the day. Because of my dreams and my aspirations. You're either an ally or in the way. And you're going to get out the way so I can keep doing what I'm doing. So that is my POV as D. I'm going to keep finishing up this 40. I want to keep going for it. You know what I mean? It's been a long time coming. 8 months. You know what I mean? Really grinding it out, really getting it in. Really making some moves to make it stick. Because I'm not trying to come back here broke. Being broke as an American is a sin. It's the greatest sin. We're in a capitalistic society. Money is everything. I mean, money is God in America. Money's God everywhere, but in America, money is God. You know what I mean? That's what we worship. We worship money. We're Americans. So coming back here for a third time broke is gonna be like damn near suicidal. So I don't want to come back here broke. I want to go to Asia with money and prospects going and flowing. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? It's all about the money thing is cool, but because the money is just resources. Resources is tools, to help sustain yourself, to help survive, in this harsh world, on planet Earth. But besides that, it's also about connections. It's about people. It's about gaining new perspectives. It's about, because you live this life once and then you're dead forever. With no, after this you're dead. You know what I mean? Like, you're dead forever. There's nothing after this. So it's about living this one life as much as you can, gain as much knowledge and experience as you can. You know, help the people you want to help, that are helpful to you, and everybody else. You're in the way, need to get out the way, or you know what I mean. It's stuff like that. But yeah, China is still a destination. Asia is still a destination. Live stream is still a destination. Stating myself is still the destination to the very end. So yeah, cheers to that. Cheers to my journey. Cheers to everybody that keeps going for it. If you a guy or a girl that no matter what life throws at you, no matter the bullshit, the fucking naysayers, the assholes, just anything. Well, shout out to anybody who keeps persevering when life throws bullshit at you. You know what I mean? You're the true hero. You're the true. You know what I mean? You're the man or the woman. You're the true hero. You know what I mean? So shout out to every single person on planet Earth who goes for it, no matter what people say, and who does their own thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the free men out there. Shout out to all the free women out there. Shout out, because I'm in America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. So shout out to the free and shout out to the brave. You know what I mean? Because if you're not free, you're not brave. And if you're not brave, you can't be free. You know what I mean? So it's all about that courage. It's all about that freedom. Because that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Well, it's about a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And who finished the 40, you know what I mean? My mind's kind of twisted like a pretzel, but still coherent, still intelligent, still coherent, still aware of my surroundings. But yeah, anywho, with that drunk, kind of crazy, autistic ramble, I'm gonna get out of here. That is my update. That is my POV. That is my perspective. That is what I'm throwing out there to the audience. Gonna keep at it with live streams. Gonna keep at it with adventures. Hooker fucking and doking. Also doing that shit too. As always. Until my dying day. But yeah, anywho, yeah. These POV. Like, comment, fucking subscribe. I'm gonna keep at it. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is just, this is the home base. The home base is cool, but you know what I mean? Can't stay in the nest forever. Can't stay in the home base forever. So next time, the third time I'm going to Asia, gotta make that shit count because 3 strikes, you're out. You know what I mean? And I do not want to be out for the count. I want to be in for the count. So yeah, peace to everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe to these POV. Got everything updated from the phone to the laptop to my mindset to the visas to opportunities. You know what I mean? Every day that you live provides an opportunity. I'm out. Enough rambling, enough talking. Highbrow with the lowbrow. Twisted like a pretzel. Still coherent, still intelligent. I'm out of here.